So in this video, I'm going to show you how to modernize a service business, streamline the process, and make it so easy for customers to book with your service that they'll actually pay more money just to book with you because you're making it so easy and so upfront. The home service industry is extremely outdated compared to a bunch of other industries. This leaves a lot of opportunity to come in and start a business. I want you to think about your home service business like an e-commerce store. If you were going to set up an e-commerce store, what kind of thinking would go into that? What would you do to set yourself apart? E-commerce businesses and just product businesses in general spend a lot of time and money setting themselves apart on things like the checkout process, branding, shipping, customer satisfaction. So there's a lot of things that we can learn from the e-commerce industry in general that we can transfer over to the home service industry. I'm going to show you how you can do that and give you some examples of companies that are doing that. The same thing if you think about the furniture industry. The furniture industry for a long time, mattresses specifically, was very outdated. People would have to come in, lay down on a mattress for 5 minutes, and then spend thousands of dollars on a mattress. It was very salesy. No one liked the process. Then Casper Mattress came in. They spent a lot of money on branding. They made it extremely simple. We have one mattress that we're going to ship to your house. And customers jumped on that because they were so annoyed with just how the process was of shopping for a mattress. So they elevated that experience and streamlined that experience, making it extremely easy for the customer. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to really modernize a home service business. So the first thing to modernize your service business is to spend some time and money, if you need to, on quality branding. Now, a lot of people, when they're starting a home service business, throw together a logo, throw together a website, and they don't think much of it. If you want to set yourself apart in the home service industry, you want to make a nice, clean website with branding that sets yourself apart. When someone comes to your website, they can feel the personality of your business. They can feel a connection with it. So let me give you a couple examples of companies that have done this. So one example is Pink's Window Cleaning. Now, if you haven't heard of them, they are growing like crazy in the window services industry or the window cleaning industry. They are franchising out their business model and they have a whole bunch of different areas. And if you come to their website immediately, they have great branding. It's like an old school kind of brand, Pink's Window Service, and they're going after kind of that retro feel and vibe. They have a shop on their website and people actually buy a ton of their Pink's window washing merchandise. And that's just crazy that people are actually going to a window washing company and buying their merchandise products. Now, the reason that they're cleaning up in the window cleaning business is that they really took some time on creating a nice brand. People would drive by and see a truck that says Pink's on it, and they would see some guys outside with button-up shirts, hats, and they're cleaning windows. And it's something that you don't usually see. So it really set the brand apart and got people talking about it. And you can do this in a lot of different industries. There's so many home service industries that don't have a standout brand, someone that sets themselves apart. So whether you go with bright colors or a retro logo like this, do something in your branding that is unique, that sets you apart. This is not only going to have people feel connected with your service, feel like it's something that they want to have come to their house, but also they're probably going to tell other people about it. Pink's Window Washing has like a cult of customers where they're telling everybody about it. People have their socks with their phone number on it and hats, and it's just a window washing company. There's a whole bunch of other industries where you could do something like this. Now, we've all heard of 1-800-GOT-JUNK. They did the same thing. If you've heard Brian Scudamore's story, the guy who started 1-800-GOT-JUNK, the industry was full of just kind of grungy trash trucks, and there wasn't really a standout brand. He went to a entrepreneurship conference with a whole bunch of people with all these amazing brands, and he was sitting out on a dock thinking about how he could make his junk removal business more like these brands. And he realized the same thing we're talking about in this video. He needed to make his brand more like the branding of an e-commerce store, more like the branding of some of these other major businesses where they spent time and really put together an actual brand for their business. That's when he went back, changed 1-800-GOT-JUNK to the logo that you see now, the colors that you see now, the clean trucks that you see now. And that is something that people resonated with, and they're willing to spend extra money, sometimes double what other people are charging, to have 1-800-GOT-JUNK come to their house because it's a nice logo, it's a nice cleaning truck, and they really set themselves apart in that aspect. So first thing to modernize your service business is to really come up with a nice brand that's going to set yourself apart. When someone comes to your website, they feel like they're coming to a nice store. If you're going to build an e-commerce store, you would spend a lot of time on your branding and logo. Spend that same amount of time, put together a nice logo, a nice website, a nice overall brand for your service business. Now, the next thing you want to do, we talked about making it like an e-commerce store. Make it an actual e-commerce store. Make your service business an e-commerce store. So how do you do this? I do this in the junk removal space. People can go onto our website and check out online with an upfront price. They can actually pick the day that they want to have have you come do the service and they can pay online. So people can select the items. It's just like they're checking out on an e-commerce store. Instead of having to call somebody and see when they can come out and get a quote, what you do is you put your price at the high end. So round up if you need to for your services. Whether it's home cleaning and you do it per square foot, gutter cleaning and you do it based on the size, square footage of the house, window cleaning, how many windows they have, car detailing, the type of car. There's a whole bunch of industries where you can do an upfront price and let people book online. This is so much easier than all the other companies that are out there with the back and forth, having them to come out, get a quote, then schedule a day for them to do the service. This is so much easier, so much more streamlined. And it's been shown that people are willing to pay up to 40% more when they're presented with an upfront price and the ability to book an actual day on your website. So make your checkout process like an e-commerce store. And I'm going to show you a few examples of companies that are doing this with an upfront price and a checkout process that is just like you're buying something online. So first up, we have GoLoadUp.com. This is a modern junk removal company. You can actually go and book a pickup online for your junk, and it lets you pick the specific items that you have and gives you prices for those items. So if you have a mattress, pick like a recliner, you can pick box spring, treadmill, and it's adding up the price over here on the right. So if I have a queen mattress, a recliner, adjustable bed base, and a treadmill, $269. Now they can actually go through and select the pickup day that they want to have those items picked up, the time of day they want to have it picked up, and they can go through and actually book and pay online, just like you're buying something from an e-commerce store. Now, people are so accustomed to buying things online that when they're presented with something like this in the service business industry, it's something that's so familiar to them, so easy, so streamlined. The friction is so low that you're going to have a lot of customers choose to maybe even pay a little bit more than going with a different company where they have to have someone call them back, come out, they don't know the price up front. This one, you get the price upfront, book online, and everything is very transparent and easy. Another example of this is Spiffy Car Washing and Car Detailing. So they've got upfront prices for different types of wash. So they got a car wash, a wash and shine, and then a detail. And they've got some other services as well, like an oil change. And they all have upfront prices that you can go ahead and actually book online. Another example is plowsandmows.com. You can book landscaping, lawn services, or snow removal services. You can choose the service that you want. So snow plowing, how big the driveway is that it needs to have snow removed, how deep the snow will be, and then what day you want them to come. And you can actually book it online with an upfront price. So people do this upfront pricing e-commerce style business in a lot of different industries, and it's wide open for you to come in and do this in your area.
I have a spreadsheet with low competition, highly searched service businesses. If you enter your email down below in the description, I'll send that over to you.
It also helps with customer service. People are going to be able to come online and actually book online. The conversion rate is also going to go up because people who land on your website, they realize how easy it is to actually book with you. And there are a lot of softwares out there to help you run a business like this today. I use ZenBooker. I'll put a link for that down below in the description. There's some other ones like House Call Pro and Jobber, let you run all the systems of a home service business through your computer. So I run my whole business remotely. I don't have any employees, and I just manage all the jobs and all the contractors through my computer. So you can use some of these modern technologies and softwares to be able to run the service business. So really what you're focusing on is the brand, the online website experience, and getting the customers. So if you change your mindset and treat your service business like an e-commerce store, like a real brand, you can really set yourself apart. And there's a lot of industries that are waiting to be disrupted with businesses like this. Even if you do it locally and you don't want to expand into a bunch of areas, if you can just really focus on branding, online booking, upfront prices if you can, let people check out, just make it as easy as possible with the least amount of friction as possible for people to book with you. You'll see conversion rates skyrocket, especially if you're spending money on ads. If people click on your ad and they come to your website and they're able to book and schedule online, the conversion rate of the money that you're spending on those ads is going to go way up. And people still can call you if they want to call you and talk to somebody. If it's a more specialized price, if they need to get a quote, they can. But for the upfront standard services that you offer that usually have pretty standard prices, if you can figure those out, go through your systems, figure out how you figure out your pricing and put that on your website, let them book online. You're going to really see a change in your business and kind of have fun with it. So have fun with the branding. Again, if you look at that Pink's website, they have some really funny marketing videos that they came out with that really caught people's attention and got their name out there. So you can do a lot of fun things that a lot of e-commerce and product brands do. You can do those in the home service space and make a name for yourself, set yourself apart. So I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on this. I'd love to see examples of any other brands that you know out there that are doing this. I really appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next one.